If you could give me a level check, that would be great.
My name is Paige Heyn, and I'm competing in street skateboarding.
All right. Paige, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm Elizabeth Beisel, two-time Olympic medalist, and I'm jumping the press ropes to take you inside the Olympic Village, some of the most interesting and exclusive places of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. We'll talk to the athletes about pretty much anything and everything other than winning medals. The quirky little details of daily Olympic life that only the athletes themselves know about, because it isn't all nail-biting pressure and medal ceremonies. You can hear us in the headphones, okay?
Oh yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay, cool. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So, Paige, you are 16 years old at your first Olympics. So I'm just going to say it. I've been competing at the Olympics before you were even born. So I was 15 at my first. So I'd love to know from your perspective, what has this entire thing been like for you since you qualified?
It's been very hectic, very stressful, but just to be here and have it all be so real and actually happening is just amazing, and it's so exciting.
Yeah. You were at opening ceremonies and you took a selfie with LeBron and Kevin Durant. Can you talk about that entire experience being on the boat and hanging out with people that you and I have probably idolized our entire lives?
That was honestly probably going to be the highlight of my trip. It was such a good night, just riding down and seeing all the stands full of people and everyone on the boat just chanting and having so much fun was great. And it was pouring rain and we were all just soaking wet, but still having a great time.
Yeah. So the rain has been kind of an issue for skateboarding. It's delayed the men's from Saturday to Monday, but your street final is right around the corner. How are you feeling going into this? Are you nervous? Are you excited? You're no stranger to the big stage, but this is your first Olympics, so it might be a little different for you.
Honestly, I'm quite nervous. It just seems like such a big deal, and I just want to show that it's worth it that I'm here.
Yeah. So with all the rain that's been happening, that obviously affects grip tape and skating. Can you go into a little bit more detail for that for somebody that maybe isn't really an expert in skateboarding?
Yeah, well, of course, it makes it slippery. Can't really skate on water. And then you get water on your board and there's potential of your feet slipping, and it's really bad for the bearings in the wheels.
Have you ever competed in the rain, or is that something that is just a no-go? It never happens.
No, you will not see a skater competing in rain.
All right. That's good to know. I know you have so many outfits, so I want to ask you what the outfitting was like as a skateboarder, because for me as a swimmer, when we got our outfitting, we obviously got all the Nike and the Ralph Lauren stuff, but we get 2 swimsuits and that's it. But you guys have so much more cool style. Can you talk about the outfit that you want to wear during your prelim and your final and all the stuff that you got and how cool that experience was?
It was really fun. We got straight off the plane and went right to getting fitted, so it was a little exhausting, but the person who designed our skateboarding outfits skateboards, and so she knows the style, knows the culture, and they turned out really good. I'm really happy with them.
Cool. In terms of the outfits, you match your outfits to kind of the style that you have. It's so much more than just being functional. Can you talk about the thought process that goes into your personal style, Paige's style at the Olympic Games? What's it going to be?
Well, I like my pants a little baggier, more room to move and pop and stuff. And so I'm just wearing some baggy pants and shirt.
What you feel most confident in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I feel really good in the outfit. I'm really glad how they turned out.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. It's so cool to hear that you have so many outfit choices and you can kind of pick your style based off of how you're feeling. Because for me as a swimmer, I had one suit and that was it. I didn't get to pick a pink one for this day or a loose one for that day. So is your outfit always changing by the day, or do you kind of always have a baseline, this is probably what I'm going to wear type vibe?
No, we got 3 pairs of shorts in different colors, 3 pairs of pants in different colors, and then a bunch of different shirt designs. So really nice.
Do you guys ever compare each other before going out, like you and your other teammates that are competing in street and being like, are we going to match? Are we not? Or do you kind of already know what each other is going to wear?
Honestly, we've had like a couple times where we like walk out of our rooms and we're like, oh wait, we're all wearing the exact same thing. Maybe like one of us should change. But I mean, all of the shirts are like pretty similar, just different colors. So somewhat matching all the time.
Gosh, skateboarding is so cool. Like, I wish swimming had this. That would have been awesome. Like, to pick your style or whatever you were feeling that day. But you guys are just the coolest. Outside your venue, there's like a little mini park ramp thing. What is that for? Is that just to like warm up? Like, what are you using that for?
Yeah, that's like our warm up section. So we can go skate that before we have practice.
In terms of the village and the dorms, what has been the most surprising thing to you? And it could be like the type of food that you had or somebody that you saw or what the beds are like. Like, what's been something that has just like really maybe even thrown you off a little bit?
I don't know. I've been pretty like easygoing with everything, not trying to make a big deal. The cardboard beds aren't that bad. Only complaint is like the food isn't the best, which is a little surprising to be feeding all these Olympic athletes not the best food, but.
Yeah. For somebody that hasn't been to the Olympic Village, which is probably the majority of everybody listening to this, can you describe what the dining hall is like, especially at these games where it's the first game since at least Rio that's been normal because of COVID. So can you explain what that's like going into the cafeteria?
It's just like a big building and there's like little rooms inside that have just like food stations and a bunch of seats everywhere. And if you come at the wrong time, you're going to be waiting in a line for 25 minutes. So
what type of food have you been eating?
A lot of chicken and pasta and fruit.
All right. A lot of variety there.
Yeah.
So I heard that a bus on the way to the venue actually got into an accident and crashed. Were you on that? And like, what happened?
Yeah, I was on the bus and the driver like literally could see the venue and he like didn't take the turn and then kept going. And then the street he went down was too narrow. And there was like a pole with like bikes locked on it and he just ran over the bikes and then he backed up and he thought he could make it and he ran them over again. And it was super hot in the bus and everyone was just like, open the doors and get us out. And so we all got out and he was just like stuck in this corner.
Did you guys like then skate to the venue since you were so close?
Yeah, we skated like 10 minutes to the venue.
You were like, yeah, it's no problem. We got this.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paige, your bus driver runs over a few things and you all get off the bus and you all skate to your venue. Did you get like, were people looking at you guys being like, wait, is that the entire Olympic skate team right there? Like the Olympic final skating there?
Yeah. Like when we got out of the bus, a bunch of us started like filming because it was just like kind of crazy how a bus driver just crashed the bus into some objects with a bunch of Olympic athletes in it. And then there were like some people that like hung out of their apartments right above us and they were like, oh, go Olympics, go skateboarding. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome. It's cool. Like, I feel like you've now experienced what the opening ceremonies is like in the Olympic Village and there's so much camaraderie around the Olympics. Is it the same at the X Games or anything like that on tour, or is the Olympics something completely different?
I definitely feel like there's a different vibe and tension here. It's a lot more serious, so.
Oh, that's interesting to hear. Because I feel like in your world, maybe X Games is more important, but is that changing now, do you think?
Yeah, I definitely think it's changing now. I skated X Games like a month before I came, and I was just like, oh, just skating it for fun, kind of, just to skate and, hang out with some people. And then this, I'm like really trying to focus and do my best.
Wow, that is incredible, Paige. Thank you. Thank you so much for even taking the time to hang out with us. It's going to be awesome to watch you in street. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Follow In the Village on the iHeart app, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, or your favorite podcast platform. And watch every single moment of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games on NBC and Peacock.